Judy, thank you very much for the coin and for the pin. I will wear it with pride. I want to thank also the legislative sponsors who are here today and those who voted for it. I thank the Senate President for his appearance here today and for his leadership in moving this bill swiftly through his chamber. I know this is an issue because I've spoken to Steve about it that he feels extraordinarily strongly about, and I'm glad that he's here today to share in that moment. The Lieutenant Governor and I have spoken about this with Ray Martinez frequently about getting this moving and getting it done. I am really happy that the legislature moved as quickly as they did to get this done. I thank all of them for doing so, and it's a real honor for me to have the privilege to be the governor who gets to sign this bill and to put this into law, and to add another layer of recognition for not only those who gave their lives, but for the families who survive and who have to live with the pain and the suffering along with the pride and the honor that go along with being a Gold Star family. And I want to thank all of the folks who are here today who represent our veterans organizations, who have also been incredibly supportive of this recognition being available here in New Jersey. They have lent both their strength and their voices to this cause as well. And I thank all of the veterans organizations in New Jersey who have stood up for this cause. The Lieutenant Governor and I feel very strongly about the need for all of us to take time out of our lives to remember and acknowledge these sacrifices that have been made and that are being made as we speak today. We have servicemen and women around the globe defending American freedom, and they are giving their lives to our country and to the freedom and the hope for freedom for others around the world. There is no greater sacrifice that can be made than to sacrifice one's life for his or her country. And the families that are here today and the families that they represent are the living memorial to those men and women who gave their lives. And the fact that as we now drive around the state of New Jersey, people will be reminded by seeing that license plate, not only of the sacrifice that was made, but of the lives that endure, and the honor that needs to be given to those families as well, is something that is a small but significant token of appreciation that can be given and should be given by a grateful state and a grateful nation to the sacrifice that's made on our behalf by those who serve in our armed forces. And so, Judy, thank you for your leadership and for your tenacity in pursuing this. It is at times, I know, difficult to get the attention of your government. You have gotten it. And I think the display of support that you see here today and the display of support you saw in the legislature for this particular piece of legislation is an indication that you, on behalf of all of the families, have the attention, rightfully so, of your government. And I will join you moving forward at all the times that are appropriate to do so, to continue to use the pulpit of the governorship to remind folks of the sacrifices that have been made and are continuing to be made on behalf of our country. This should not be a one-day event or an event that's just acknowledged by the issuance of this plate, but should be an ongoing conversation in our country so that everyone, not just the elected officials and appointed officials that are here today, but also that our children and our grandchildren understand and appreciate the gravity of the sacrifice being made in order to give them a country where they can be free and prosperous and have a life worth living. These sacrifices make that possible. And so this is not only about saying thank you on behalf of a grateful public. It also must, if it's going to really meet its mission, be about educating the next generations of the nature of this sacrifice, the importance of it, and the need for us to continue to be supportive of those who wear our country's uniform. And so hopefully this will contribute to all of that as well. And I am sure that with Judy and the families who are represented here today, that their voices will continue to speak out along with mine and the lieutenant governors and other leaders in government who care about these issues to ensure that future generations understand the importance of the sacrifice being made not only to today, but to our future as a beacon of hope and freedom for the entire world. And so, Judy, thank you once again for your leadership. Ray, thank you for the work that you've done, and members of the legislature, thank you again for standing up and giving me the opportunity to be able to sign that bill. It is a very important and solemn day for the people of this state, and also a celebratory one, because we also need not only to solemnly look back on the lives of those who served, but also for the families to celebrate those lives, because they are lives worthy of celebration, and to keep those memories alive. So thank you all very much.